Yeah, so anyway, Ken Carson, we also got some other news. Let's find it. So Playboi Carti executive produced this album X, which is interesting to me. I think that we even called that, did we not? Just like how I'm calling it now, I think for Pink Hearts, Travis Scott's gonna executive produce Sofago, because why not? That's such a good like promotional or advertising campaign. Like you get to kind of attach Travis Scott's name onto it without like taking over the project. And Travis Scott's gonna be a feature likely, or Sofago's gonna be, regardless, because we're not talking about Sofago right now. I don't know if I think Ken Carson said that Carti's not going to be on the project. So who knows if Carti will ever actually give Ken Carson or Destroy Lonely a feature, because he very well could just keep the hype going. I mean, we all know how Carti, like, he don't give a fuck. He'll let the fans wait forever. He might pass away before the collabs come. I'm just telling you right now. He would go to the grave with them, but he's eternal. He's a vamp, so that ain't gonna happen. But let's see. So we got for Carti, we had Kanye executive produce, and then there's like a trickle down effect, right? So Carti executive produced Ken Carson's album, and so therefore by the transitive property, Kanye West executive produced Ken Carson's. But let's see what they said on this, the Zane Lowe show. Let's see.
Every show. Playboi Carti, who's executive produced on.
Yo, we got your dig in the building. Playboi Carti.
Every show. Playboi Carti, who's executive produced on this album, which makes total sense. You two have been supporting one another as soon as you landed on this kind of sound design and this feeling that you both put every.
Okay, so that's all they said. You guys have been supporting each other. More like Carti been supporting you. I mean, then again, Ken did produce for a whole lot of Red, so I got to give him his credit there. And Teen X was it was a reference to Ken Carson, even though I don't think he produced that track on a whole lot of Red, but that's him. Team Bean himself. Chris said he has songs with everybody in Opium. Yeah, for sure. Carti definitely got songs with all of them, and they'll probably continue to record music, like depending upon like just the way rappers do things is they'll make a song, and if they have an open or whatever, but they feel like somebody would sound good on it, then they'll send it to them. So Carti, they're probably, it's literally their job to be in the studio like every day or however many days of the week or once a week. I don't know. They could probably knock out songs so fast. Once you become a professional and like you do it over and over, it's so easy to actually like just get in your creative process. But anyway, so yeah, they probably have hella songs, but I'm talking about like straight up releasing. Will they release any music together? Was that announcer New Zealander? Yeah, he was definitely like something on the East Coast, or not East Coast, on the Eastern Hemisphere. Some like UK or Australian or New Zealand. But I don't know why they doing it on here. Is the Zane Lowe show big? Why doesn't Ken just hop on a stream and tell us, I bet you that shit would go crazy. I bet you. But then again, he don't need me. That's probably why. He can go on any radio show and it will go viral. But I think there was more information. Let me find it. Maybe the Carti charts posted it, but there was like a few things that they said in addition to this on that radio show. Or maybe I can find it in my, I can find it in my deleted photos. 1 second. Right here. Okay. I don't know who posted this on Instagram, but I apologize. We got the info from you. You can comment and I'll pin it. Key info from Zane Lowe, Ken Carson interview. South Beach Echelon will be on the album. Have no idea what that means. I assume it's a song. Some of Ken's biggest influences include Young Thug and Future. Do we not always say that? Young Thug and Future are like the kings of Atlanta music. Like even Carti, yes, he's birthed many children so far in his career, but even Carti's sound came from Future and Young Thug. But that's why YSL being in jail is a bad thing, because now like that trickle down effect into the new artists that might stop, because if Young Thug don't get out of jail, because Future influences people, but I don't know if he puts on as many. But anyway, Ken has been around the industry about 12 to 13 years, and then Carti will executive produce. Thug and Future, the modern Pac and Biggie. Hey, look, people gonna get slaughtered for saying that shit, But yes, I don't know if they had, you know, they might have had the same impact. I mean, I feel like it's always the old heads who like who be saying Tupac and Biggie are like the biggest rappers ever, but back in those days, like, we didn't have the internet, so it was much harder to become a rapper. So there were really only two big rappers. Nowadays there's just so much more competition. But they were both legends, don't get me wrong, but in the long run, so will Future and Young Thug. But they didn't have the same like proportional impact as Tupac and Biggie of their time. You feel me? Greater reach equals greater potential for influence. So who has a greater influence or a greater reach? Future and Thug or Tupac and Biggie? Because realistically, they both passed away around the time that I was born. So it's hard for like, and there's way more reach nowadays with social media. Total reach, that is. But proportionally, they had the most reach. Like, they basically maxed out the reach of the radio or whatever people were listening to in 1996. Were any MP3 players created back then? I don't even know. Okay, so you're saying internet has more reach. Okay, maybe. So you're saying Tupac and Biggie don't have as much influence as Future and Thug. I don't know. Also, Future and Thug created way more music. But given the amount of time that Tupac and Biggie did it too, though, because they passed away so young, you gotta factor that into their impacts. Because like, it's almost like X or Juice WRLD. The amount of impacts or influence that they had on music within their short lifespans at like 20 years old or whenever they died is just insurmountable, if you ask me. Whereas Future and Thug, like, they're not old heads, but like they're in their 30s. Future might be 40. I don't even know how old he is. Kanye, like 40. So of course, like, the older you get, the more time you have to like impact this game. You tripping? Pac and Big had Hulk Host beefing. I assure you that my sister, who like was listening to that, did not beef with anybody on the West Coast. I get what you're saying though, like the whole gang cultures and whatnot, but I don't know. If we're talking about that, that means that 6ix9ine has had a great impact because he had like the whole fucking country of gangs against him. But realistically, gangs aren't that many people, are they? Like, if you take 100 people, how many of them are in gangs? Not many. Maybe like 5? If you take a random sample of people in a city. Yeah, it does depend where you get them from, for sure. Somebody says garbage takes. Dude, you're trash. You're literally trash. You're literally trash. I don't think this song will go viral. I mean, of course, Ken Carson fans will like it. And I like the song, don't get me wrong. But like, I'm just telling you objectively here, you're probably a dick eater for Ken Carson, which is cool. You can do you. Maybe, I don't know, like maybe he'll take you to the green room just like Carti did with one of the fans, okay? The song's cool, don't get me wrong. It's like the Trisha situation with Tekka. Like, I think that the snippet was way overhyped for what it was. Like, it's a good song, just overrated. Suck my dick, though. What's the difference? It's just white instead of black, basically. This is the black and white version of the original raw file, and then the actual music video is the negative. You said he should have a Cole Bennett video. They took that picture together. I just don't think Ken needs that. Like, he got all the hype in the world, but then again, Yeet didn't need it either, and he got the Cole Bennett video. I don't know if like the Cole Bennett really, that video really boosted Yeet that much. He was already on his way up, you know? Didn't they do 2 videos? They did 2 videos. Maybe it did. I'm not on the back end of the numbers. What's the first week sales of what? Ken Carson looking like? I don't even know if it'll sell like, I don't know if it'll sell like 20K. It might, I don't know if it'll even register because Cochise's didn't register. Autumn's didn't. So Fago's EP did. Yeet's really the only one that did. And I don't think Ken Carson's is like really that close to Yeet. So he is signed to a major now. You're right. But he kind of has been. And I know he's getting placement, like he's getting promo on rap. He's getting promo on like our generation already posted them because just that's like the niche. We post them. But we'll see. I just don't know if Ken's gonna get playlisted like that, just because it's like still pretty niche music. Like as we listen to the end, like still really harsh auto tune. Bitch is a slut. Like I don't know, but I guess rap nowadays is super vulgar. Like Cardi B literally be saying like I got a fat old pussy or a wet ass pussy, and people eat it up. So you know what? Maybe that's a non-issue. It's not that niche. I don't know. I mean it is niche. We are a niche. It's not like Ken's music is not like pop by any stretch. Harsh auto tune on like it's hyper pop, I guess, beats. It's not really true hyper pop, but it's like rap hyper pop, hyper trap, whatever you want to call it.